Okay, so quick look at three UK shares I'm watching pretty closely at the moment this week. There should be some opportunities on these. The first one is IG Group, which is actually a 250, a FTSE 250 share. So there's no options on it, but it's definitely worth having a look at. Probably many of you know it's a spread betting company, but it's a big institutional um, broker. Is IG obviously has quite a big presence in the spread betting market. And what's happened today is that there's been some new sort of government regulations come out, and they're really going to the FCA are going to really start cracking down um, on spread betting in particular. They seem to be focusing on the CFD market, the contracts for difference market, which is like a leveraged product. It's a way of trading shares without actually owning them. But according to the news article that was released earlier, the FCA's analysts found that 82% of clients lost an average of £2,200 trading CFDs, and I think the insinuation is that these people are getting into these instruments and trading these products, and they don't really understand them. So there's going to be a lot more scrutiny on that. So I mean, this is a massive move. It's finished down at 40%. Um, I mean, it's yeah, as you can see, it's lost. In the last just in the last few weeks, the company's lost over half its value. But having said that, I mean, IG is a strong company. As you can see from the chart here, sort of from 2012 onwards when it broke out, it's been a good uptrend. As I said, it's a very well respected institutional broker. Obviously, it has big spread betting, and I mean, obviously, I know CFDs has gone down on the CFD thing, but I use IG a lot. I've never had any problems with it. I think they're a good company, and it's not really, you wouldn't really know about CFDs as such with IG. You kind of have a separate account if you do want to trade them. It's not like it's it's a specific CFD provider like a lot of these similar companies or a lot of these smaller companies. So, I mean, I'm not so sure that it warrants quite this reaction. It's been a big move. As I said, it's a FTSE 250 company. It's not like there's any options in it, but I think it's definitely worth looking at. I think I just might buy a few shares in this at the first sign of proper buying this week or whenever that sign comes. So I think this is a bit of an overreaction. And then just a quick look at a couple of banks. One I'm probably going to trade tomorrow is Standard Charter. Now, since Trump got in, very strong. Well, the banks over here and in the US have all been performing pretty well. There seems to be the perception of, if you look at the fixed income markets, the debt markets, seems to be a perception that interest rates are going to go up, and that's good for banks. So this is Standard Charter, and it's a good company. It's got a lot of exposure in the Far East, so I'm sure there's obviously with a couple of shocks has been in China over the last couple of years. It's had quite a prolonged and fairly aggressive down move, but it's created this sort of base here, and it's now making higher highs and higher lows in this channel here. So, I mean, this looks like a good trend to me. I'm going to look to buy some calls on this tomorrow for a hope of. Looking maybe for a move back up to sort of the £8 kind of level. So we'll see how that one goes. The other one's Lloyds, which I've already done a video about. And I've got quite a large position on that runs till next June in this company. It has sold 1 more%. The government sold 1 more%. So the government's down to 8% on Lloyds, and I think it's in the process of purchasing an M&A credit card company from the US and things. So it's getting back to acquisitions as well. And yeah, the story's starting to build a bit with Lloyds. So, but really, yeah, we need if it's going to work this trade. I mean, it's going to need to break through this sort of 61.5p level, which coincides around with where the moving averages, where the 200-day moving averages. So, I mean, I would think it'll retest that in the next few days or the next week maybe, and then really got to see. It's sort of broken. It's had this little continuation pattern here, and if we can get a clean break through that sort of 61 area, then I'd be looking for a move back to maybe around back to 75p, 73, 74p, somewhere around there. Okay, good luck with the trading.